What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome to Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. We are going retro. I played the hell out of this game when I was a kid, way too young, and it took me a long time to ever beat this. Now, I haven't played this game in like 15 years or something, so the nostalgia is real. And I did just recently do a run-through of this game to get reacquainted with tank controls, because I am really not good at that, and I did take a bunch of notes, so I guess this hard mode playthrough of RE3 will kind of function as a walkthrough too. So just keep that in mind. If you see a jump cut in the video, it's probably because I paused to look at my notes because I got lost. We'll talk a little more about some of this stuff as we get into it. We'll go for the default appearance, and we are, as you can see at the bottom there, using the Seamless HD project for the Source Next version on PC. I'll go ahead and link those mods down in the description if you want to bring the graphics here as up to date as you possibly can. And I guess I'll do a little quick write-up on how to get that to work too. It's pretty easy. It's extracting 3 downloads into your game files, 1 patch to HD textures. It's pretty easy, but I'll go ahead and link that down there for you guys.
Resident Evil.
Love that intro.
It all began as an ordinary day in September. An ordinary day in Raccoon City. A city controlled by Umbrella. No one dared to oppose them, and that lack of strength would ultimately lead to their destruction. I suppose they had to suffer the consequences of their actions, but there would be no forgiveness. If only they had had the courage to fight. It's true that once the wheels of justice begin to turn, nothing can stop them. Nothing. It was Raccoon City's last chance, and my last chance. My last escape.
Gotta love Jill Valentine. Yeah, this was the first Resident Evil and first survival horror I ever played. So what got me into this entire genre of games.
What are they?
Iconic, man. You get to see the whole city suffering under the outbreak now, which is something I think these games are kind of missing here. They don't really do zombies anymore. It's big Cthulhu creatures, right? But I'm a fan of the traditional zombies. The first couple RE games are definitely my favorite.
Let's do it. Let's move. Go, 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 go. Fire. Come and get it. Son of a. Don't give up. There are too many. Don't hold.
But aim for the head, buddy.
Where did they come from? Take this! Die! You want some more?
The iconic zombie in the SWAT helmet reflection. Farewell to my life. Farewell to my home. This is my last chance for survival. This is my last escape. Man, those pre-rendered backgrounds, huh? Very cool. Alright, tank controls. You gonna cooperate with me? Try and make some magic happen here. Of course, I got grabbed already. Yeah, there'll be a lot of things to talk about in this series as we progress. But man, don't the pre-rendered backgrounds look good. Love the music in this game too. You're probably gonna hear me fanboy out a lot about the original design of these games. Even this. The door opening, loading in like it used to.
28. Daylight. The monsters have overtaken the city. Somehow, I'm still alive.
Let's see if we can keep it that way, Jill.
Okay, we've got to get out of here.
What?
What do you think you're talking about? I just lost my daughter out there. How dare you tell me to go back outside?
I'm sorry about your daughter, but there isn't gonna be any rescue. We have to get out of here.
No! I'm not going anywhere. I'd rather starve to death in here than be eaten by one of those undead monsters. Now leave me alone!
There's Dario. He did make a brief appearance in the RE3 remake, but I might break off into tangents of complaining about the RE3 remake while we're here too, because they really did not do this game justice.
I told you! I'm not leaving! Never!
Okay, so let's pull up our inventory and get some of those iconic sounds. Here we go. Alright, so we'll check this. The M92F Custom, a custom handgun made for stars. It uses 9mm parabellum rounds. And then of course we have the reloading tool, which I don't remember. It's been so long since I played the others. If this is in anywhere else, I believe this is the first appearance of this. As far as I'm aware, at least. Now you notice we didn't start with the game instructions here, because it is not our first run, but we will go ahead and read these, because I think you need these for Jill's diary regardless. This is just telling you how to play the game. I'm not going to read these out for you guys. This one is the important one if you're a new player to Resident Evil, because it's going to explain to you how to use that reloading tool. So you see you have A rounds gives you handgun bullets, B rounds gives you shotgun bullets, C rounds give you grenade bullets, and you make C rounds with A and B. That'll give you C rounds. And then if you have already grenade rounds, you do A plus C. That's flame rounds. B plus C is acid rounds. C plus C is freeze rounds. And C plus C plus C is magnum rounds. But that is going to be extremely hard to find all the gunpowder and manage all your resources if you're going to go for the magnum rounds. But since we are playing on hard mode, and we've already beaten the game on hard mode, if we take out Nemesis in every single encounter, by the time we hit the clock tower, it's actually going to drop us an infinite ammo tool as our handgun bullets. Make sure I do everything here. Yeah, tank controls are a special thing. 9x19 parabellum rounds, used for either the M92FS Custom or the SIG Pro, so there are two different handguns in the game. Man, the contextual audio cues. I love the way that sounds. Yeah, the nostalgia bit. Even all the pre-rendered backgrounds and that kind of art style aesthetic to it. Exit Office. I love this game. I love all games like this. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I might try and take out Nemi in every single encounter here. I at least want to do the first two, because that's going to give us the Eagle handgun, and that thing is just superior in just about every single way to the regular handgun we just started with. This always looks like a gem to me. I played this game a bunch of times, and it still looks like I should be able to pick it up, but it's just vouchers. Of course, here we have some gunpowder. So we'll get our first taste of making ammunition here. So if you combine regular gunpowder A with this, you'll get 15 handgun bullets. So that would be 30 if we did it individually. If we combine these together first, and then do it, you get 35. So you get 5 extra bullets for the combination. And over here, you'll see our goody ink ribbons. I won't be going for a super high rank in this game. I'm not going to be pushing my luck and trying to get like an S rank or an A rank or any of that stuff. We'll be saving often, which again is kind of what I was talking about with... I didn't mean to put that in. You can take that out. What I was talking about by saying it kind of serves as a walkthrough. If you're somebody that gets like paranoid in these games, you get a little spooked, then don't worry about that. We'll have plenty of saves for you guys. We'll try and make this work as best we can. You have used the warehouse key. You no longer need this key. Will you discard it? The ominous dull black screens. And here we are out in Raccoon City. And if you pay attention to the audio cues, you can literally hear the dead moaning throughout the city, echoing through these empty streets. They created a really good atmosphere here with this game. There are no cutscenes here to show you the state of the game while you're actually inside it. It's all contextual storytelling with files you find on bodies, etc. That's a frame rate issue, but the gasoline is leaking so fast though. Now, anybody who's played this game before will remember this wooden hallway and how toxic it is. It's like our friendly neighborhood zombies are kind of stuck there. Okay, they bled out, so they're permadead. I can't fight you boys in the hallway. Come on. There we go. He bled, so we're good. That's gonna sting because there's two in here, not just one. Yeah, he bled, the other one did not, so we'll go ahead and combine this. It's faster than reloading. Still didn't bleed. We can give him some more, and he's out. Make sure you grab this lighter fluid here. And we have your best friend in any Resident Evil game. Got a shotgun. Will you take the shotgun? Yes, I will. Alright. He is lucky he died before his guts were ripped out. Yeah, I can't imagine being stuck down here with like... How many was that? 7 zombies that he had down there on him? And take the green herb. We'll stack some heals early. We'll be needing these here and there. Grab this one too. Alright, let's reload this one up. We'll hook up the shotgun for the next part, and I'll go ahead and combine those for some inventory management. Couple more goodies to hit up in this next part. We'll probably get to our very first Nemesis encounter here in a second. Bye-bye. No. Get him. Come up here while he's getting his guts torn out and playing distraction for us. That's the Uptown map. And we gotta go up here and grab these goodies too. Snag this. The more heals, the merrier. Especially this first Nemesis encounter can be a little spicy, at least for me. Again, I'm not great at tank controls, so the bait and switching of the zombies can be a little hard for me sometimes. Get through this door. Yeah, somebody find zombies. Take care of those. There are some ink ribbons down here in these boxes if you want more saves. Which means we gotta go ahead and combine these two up, free some more space.
Get away!
Show you something cheeky here. We're gonna let Brad play the hero for once. He will not let the zombie bite you. Don't worry about this. He won't let you take damage though. Save your bullets.
Brad, hang in there. Why isn't someone doing something about this?
I didn't know you were still alive, Jill. The police aren't trained for this kind of situation. What could they do? Listen, he's coming for us. We're both gonna die.
What are you saying?
You'll see.
Well, thanks, Brad. That's not ominous at all.
Stars members. There's no escape.
Alright, so come on over here. We'll grab this goodie. Definitely gonna be needing this. And then we'll combine you with the fluid. Perfect. We got a filled up lighter here. And these old-timey pinball machines. Another good way to tell, by the way, if these guys are dead, if you don't see the bleed out, because sometimes with the texture of the floor, you won't see that. If they do the little twitch, you see how he's doing like the Harlem Shake? That means they're dead too. Got a photo here. Clock tower postcard. A picture postcard of a clock tower. The following explanation is printed on the backside. A landmark spot, St. Michael Clock Tower. You've taken the clock tower postcard. I like the intentionality behind the prompts though too. Go ahead and grab your free pistol ammo. Of course, that's crucial. Now I'm gonna pull up the map quickly and I'm gonna check my notes. So we have to backtrack back the way we came. Kind of. Not all the way. Of course, those zombies should still be dead down here. The other thing about these zombie spawns too, I will say, advise a little bit of caution if you do use this playthrough as a walkthrough. A lot of the spawns here are RNG, which is great because it adds replayability and all that stuff, right? So a lot of times the puzzle solutions, they'll be RNG. The ammo locations, like your gunpowders and herbs, they'll be RNG. But your ink ribbons are always the same, so I'm getting you the saves that you'll always need. But say if you see gunpowder in a place for me and it's not there for you, don't worry, it's just randomized, which can be a pain in the ass. And enemy locations can also be randomized, which can be an even bigger pain in the ass. I'm gonna bait these guys here. Let them all pile on a little. Wonderful. Now I just got the two in the back. Back up a little so she doesn't get a taste of us here. Seems like they're all dead. Beautiful. They don't always die right away like that. Sometimes it takes a couple. There's a file on one of these guys. Put it up too. I think we should be able to combine that in. No? Okay. Never fear, we can still grab the file. So we have photo A. The policemen are pressing forward. It's dated September 27th. You've taken the photo A. Okay, so we can't take that red. But it's fine. Red is just typically used to combine with green, so... We are coming up here on our first save room as well, so... Do some inventory management. Little bit of finesse into the save room. Don't waste ammo on the dogs just yet. And we have my favorite soundtrack in the whole game, Free From Fear. This is the best save room music, I think, in the whole series. I love this soundtrack. Let's look how we're doing. We got 6 ink ribbons. Got a couple heals to go. A red urban. We shouldn't need to use that first aid spray here. Let's switch you two, because I got some gunpowder here. Yes, we will take the gunpowder A. And we will, of course, take the gunpowder B. What we're going to do here is make some more pistol ammo. Then we'll make some shotgun ammo with the B. We're doing pretty damn good. Manage this inventory out a little. 7 shots should be okay, but I'll probably keep the reserves just in case. An old typewriter. You can save your progress here. You use the ink ribbon. Yeah, these are my old saves from before. Saved 27 times on my re-up for this, trying to figure out where everything was and taking my notes. We'll see if we save less this time. But again, don't be afraid to save a lot. That A rank stuff, that's all like elitism. Just enjoy the game. I like to save a lot. I get paranoid about losing progress, and again, this game scared the crap out of me when I was a kid, so... I'm all for the save scumming, believe me. Don't let the dogs catch you slipping. And we are in Main Street. This little location here is going to be very important for our Nemesis fight. He can be a big pain in the butt, but you can kind of get cheeky here. So if I find myself struggling in his fight, I will likely run back down here and get cheeky. This is one of the harder ones, because you have nothing here, right? You're strapped for heals, you're strapped for ammo, you have the default pistol and the shotgun. And here's the iconic location, RPD. I love this place.
Jill!
Brad!
We've got to...
Now we have a brand new mechanic unique to Resident Evil 3, and they didn't do this in the remake either, but we actually get to make a choice here, like an RPG. We will, of course, fight with the monster. Now, every time he swings at you, it's going to be on the sleeved side. So if you want to kite him, then you always run to the non-sleeve side, like that. It's his whole mechanic here. Is he wants to grab you and do his little tentacle thing. I'll go ahead and show you guys how to get cheeky with him. He will chase. This whole game, in fact, is going to be him chasing you down. See him in the back there. So you want to sit right about here in this corner. And he should, if the game is playing nice with me, get stuck. There we go. If he gets unstuck, just run on out. Make a turn. Right back in the corner. Be careful if he does what he just did there. Because he can totally like phase through if he swings at you. So make sure you sit far enough back to make sure that you have some wiggle room for him. That's why I don't like the shotgun this early. If he knocks you down, make sure you get up fast enough or he's gonna give you the suck. That's his damage ability. The suck right there is how he DPSs. Let's get around him. Back in the corner. Give him some. It would be nice if he was dead there, but unfortunately, he's not. Rinse and repeat. He's gonna run at us. Go through the side, back into our corner. If he gets unstuck, same again. Bait him out. He caught us there. He has quite the health pool. Getting grabbed there is really unfortunate because he's pretty close to being toast. Yeah, he was one bullet when he grabbed us again. And that's our first Nemesis encounter. And we have the Eagle Parts A for our rewards. Now go ahead and check what you picked up from Brad's body. A card of some kind is inside the card case. Stars card. Okay, so now we got Brad's Stars card. An ID card for Stars with Brad's picture on it. Yeah, his face is now a puddle thanks to Nemesis, so... pretty much the only way to still see his face is on that Stars card. His body will stay there, I like picking it up before that encounter. So yeah, he's not so bad once you figure out his mechanics. I remember when I was younger and I first played this game, Stars Alpha Team member Brad Vickers. His face has been decimated. Nemesis was such a big, imposing figure in this game. My heart would be at like 300 beats per minute whenever I heard his music or saw him on screen. But he's not so bad once you can figure it out. Once you know how to get cheeky with him, at least. And here's the RPD. Again, with the glorious music. It's a very good. I didn't actually bring my heal, it looks like, so... we'll take that and get a caution, just in case we get grabbed. And then we'll take these two heals. man, the music. Masterpiece. So come on over here. Get your free handgun rounds. I'll go ahead and load that up, actually. Combine those. Now, you would think there would be some ink ribbons here, because there's a typewriter, but there is not ink ribbons here. There are 2 sets of ink ribbons in the police station that I'll be grabbing for you guys. Got the police station map. You've taken the police station map. You want to come over here and use your stars card. Sometimes you have to interact with the thing before it'll let you. There we go. Notice to STARS personnel. Due to the emergency, the key to the STARS office has been moved to the evidence room. Today's password, the safe, is 0131. Okay, so keep that in mind, 0131. Yep. Oh, let's put a shotgun on for this. Because we might get bite RNG here, and there might be like a zillion zombies. No, no. No, no. Okay, we got it cleared. With 1 shotgun round to spare. Thank God I made some of those, huh? But don't stress too much about the shotgun rounds. Ta-da! Shotgun rounds. We got 7 shells, which puts us back to max shotgun. Here's Marvin. If anybody's played the remakes, you'll recognize him. It's RPD Officer Marvin Branagh. He's been fatally wounded by zombies. He appears to be holding something in his hand. Marvin's report. Report, September 24th. There are reports of a theft in the municipal building before dawn. A jewel-decorated clock at the main gate was damaged. 2 of the 12 gems that are installed on the face of the clock are missing. Due to the lack of available officers at this time, I have no choice but to suspend the research of this case. Signed, Marvin Branagh. Report, September 26th. Based upon an autopsy report of a 42-year-old restaurant owner, I have discovered that he is one of the missing gems. He apparently took shelter in the police department at about 10 a.m., where he was shot to death within 10 minutes of having developed the symptoms. Since the city is currently under martial law, we are forced to suspend this case. At this time, we'll keep the gem as evidence. Signed, Marvin Branagh. You've taken Marvin's report. And so, that kind of reminds me of the bank robbery in The Last of Us Part 2. If you've played that game, then in the first main open world section of that, they actually have a similar situation where some dudes decided that Outbreak Day was a great time to rob a bank. Well, then they got stuck in the vault and ended up becoming clickers and creepers. Which kind of just makes sense, right? That there would be a whole bunch of scumbags trying to take advantage of that scenario. That gives you a lot of context too with the state of Raccoon City. It was 0131, I believe, right? 0131. Yes, indeed. That's the stars key. We'll come back for that here in a second. Yeah, so I'll just paint in context. Like, he was shot dead as soon as he developed symptoms. Like, not once he turned. As soon as he had symptoms, he was shot dead. He tried to turbo me. Insanity. He's cooked. Yeah, sometimes zombies will do that. They will turbo at you. You saw the dodge mechanic that I actually used to get away from that. You totally have to worry about turbo zombies in this game, though, unfortunately. Sometimes they'll just speed boost at you like Lucia. Alright, so we don't need the stars card anymore. We'll vault the eagle parts. We can combine the shotgun ammo to get rid of that, and we won't be needing the lighter while we're in the police station, so we can drop that. Combine the shotgun right there. Should be goodies in this locker. Indeed, gunpowder A. Sets more pistol rounds for us if we cared. And then right here we have more ink ribbons. Make sure I grab all this stuff. Man, I love the music and the tone of this game. Even just the entire vibe of it, right? It was a little wonky when I tried to do it without the HD mod, because all the polygons jiggle. I don't know if you guys ever played old games and you remember what the polygon wobble looks like, but it was throwing off my eyes like crazy, which is the only reason I modded this game in the first place. But the old vibe of these games is so cool. Right. We have enough pistol ammo for this location, so I can pull those out. We are up to 8 ink ribbons. There is a couple more to get here. You know what? Let's not save yet. We only have a couple of things to do, and then we can save. We'll hit up the evidence room one more time. And then we'll go to the conference room real quick. I'll show you guys where you would have found Jill's stars card. If you didn't find Nemesis, you wouldn't be allowed to go back outside, so you'd have to get another stars card to get that password. And there's some ink ribbons too if you want some more safety supplies. Grab the blue gem. That's one of the gems that were stolen that we read in Marvin's report. And then we'll yoink the stars key, of course. There is one more evidence locker to open, but we'll need the lockpick for that. Which we won't have here for another moment or two. Gonna do some wiggling and finessing here. Don't want to deal with those guys. It's cool having played the remakes too, to kind of go back and look where they got all the stuff that they did from, right? Like, how they redesigned it. Made it what it is. It looks like there was a recent accident here. Of course, if you came here fresh out of Resident Evil 2, then a lot of this is contextual as well, at least in the original. It looks like an operation map. And there's Jill's stars card right here. Jill Valentine. We don't need that, but if you don't find Neme, then you can't take Brad's, and so you would need Jill's to get the password for the evidence locker for the stars key. There's nothing you can do with the fireplace. That creepy looking painting up there above. I think Raccoon City, I mean, even the suits of armor, right? I think Raccoon City is probably the coolest one of all the locations we've had in Resident Evil. I mean, the village for Resident Evil 8 is pretty good. The castle, Mother Miranda and all that, that's a pretty good location, but there's something so iconic about the mansion from RE1 and then Raccoon City from 2 and 3. Go ahead and vault some of this stuff. I think I mentioned prior, but in that first room where Marvin was, you definitely want to go ahead and take care of the bozo zombies in there. Because we're actually going to kite Nemi into that room. You're gonna have a bad time if you don't get rid of those guys first. We shouldn't need the heals just now. We'll definitely be dropping a save later, but we shouldn't need those heals. We might need them for what comes after this, but go ahead and equip the shotgun. Reload you. You can get really bad RNG here, and sometimes like an entire militia spawns at the top of these stairs. Yeah, that is why. Presumably they're both dead. Up there. Here's Chungo Man. God damn it. I didn't read the frame correctly. There we go, Chungo Man's dead. We have one shotgun round left. Cool statues. Statue of a god holding up his soul. Of course, this door is locked in this version of the game. The doorknob turns, but the door won't budge. It seems to be nailed from the other side. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Before we head on up there. No, I guess we can... Yeah, we'll keep going. I can read that here in a second. You'll recognize this corridor from the remake. I think one of the coolest parts of me doing this series is going to be the new players that haven't experienced the OG of Resident Evil. You've used the emblem key. You no longer need this key. Will you discard it? And here's the STARS office. Very cool. There are various trophies. One of them reads, Marksman Contest Winner, Chris Redfield. Yes. Picture of the STARS team members. So we got Jill there with the, what is that, an MP5. I see Brad Vickers, I see Barry the Chad there on the right. Wesker is obviously the one with the glasses. A lot of that would be Alpha Team, right? The ones that died when they were first on scene at the mansion. It's the desk of Wesker, Captain of Stars. Badges strewn around. This is Barry's desk. Will you take the handgun bullets? Absolutely. It's the desk of Barry, a STARS team member. A pair of replica guns are on the desk. It's the desk of Chris, a STARS team member. Its disorganization probably reflects the personality of the owner. Here's the lockpick. Of course we will take that. And that's Jill's STARS hat right there from the first game. It's the desk of Rebecca, a rookie member of STARS. She has candies on her desk. And make sure you grab your first aid spray, they'll come in handy. And here is a 50-50 chance. Sometimes you will get the Magnum, sometimes you will get the grenade launcher. And we got the GL, beautiful. Yes, indeed, we will take that. A large communications device. It's out of commission. I can't send any messages from here. We are about to receive one, though.
No! Come anyone! Our platoon is cut off! No survivors found! This is Carlos! Send in support immediately!
Everybody knows Carlos's name. Alright, and now when we go back downstairs, we are going to be treated to our second Nemesis fight. So prepare yourselves. Get adjusted in your chair and all that stuff. We are going to be cheeky again, so it's not too big of a deal, but... requires a little bit of finesse, especially the initial part of this. I'll be playing it safe with him. Anytime you hear this music in the background, that's how you know he's on the prowl. He has his own audio cue like a main character. Hold that thought. We have done a whole lot of stuff, and Kai and his rocket launcher sometimes gets me killed, so what we are going to do... This is what I missed, by the way. David's memo. My sanity is at its end. I still can't believe this is happening. We lost another man yesterday, Maya, one of our better marksmen. He saw me panic once we were overrun by the zombies, but he came back to save me. But when the time came to return the debt, I ran. I can still hear him calling out my name. I can still hear the screams coming from behind, the sound of his flesh being stripped from its bones. I was afraid, terrified. It's the 27th. The fight to stay alive continues. I took out several zombies who managed to break through the barricades. Now I'm cutting through the chill with whiskey, unloading my Mossberg on anything undead. That shotgun's become a close friend of mine. I've blasted many a zombie into fertilizer with it. We've lost 13 men as of yesterday. In 3 hours, we'll bicker over trivial things in the meeting room. It's a total waste of time. When I finish this bottle, my old friend Mossberg will be turning one last body into fertilizer. Peace at last. I can hardly wait. We've taken David's memo. And so David there just made himself a decision, right? He decided that he'd rather go out his own way, which... I mean, if that's the only choice you have, right? When you get presented with an option of becoming undead like that, or doing it yourself, I can see the appeal. We are going to drop a save here, just in case Nemi decides to be an ass with us, so go ahead and drop that right there. It's not so much his main phase that I'm concerned about, it's more his little rocket launcher thing that we're about to have to kite that I'm concerned with, so I would recommend saving though. Alright, Nemi, round 2.
Stars.
You see, that's why I'm concerned about it.
Stars. Stars. Stars.
You hit those, huh? Trying to make him run out of ammo here. Okay, when he throws that down, that's your cue to kite him. So, now that he tossed the rocket launcher, we're gonna run away. He gets stuck on the little shelf right there. He will let himself out, so when he does that... you want to go ahead and run to your corner real fast. Combine that. And equip that. When he punches sometimes, that'll unstick him, so be careful with that. Of course, as always, he's not dead right there. Give him a taste of some GL. Whip this back. He's unstuck, so run on out. We got grabbed, of course. It would be too easy on us to have a flawless run. Very good. And that's our second Nemi fight down, and now we have the Eagle Parts B. Beautiful. And just before we leave this place, let's go back into the evidence room real quick. We are going to go drop a save. Now Nemi's down a second time, and then we're going to wrap the episode. We've been going for quite a while, but we do have one more locker to open. It's locked with a simple lock. Will you use the lockpick? You've used the lockpick. And we have some gunpowder B. We'll yoink that up happily. Alright, and we're done with the RPD and our first 2 Nemi fights. That'll be the only time we're ever in the RPD. We're done, it's all looted. It's just a quick section. I think they made it mainly as kind of like a throwback, I think, to RE2, since it's like the sequel to it. I know they made this game in, I think, like a year after Resident Evil 2, because the big thing about this game is how rushed it was. It's pretty divisive, I think, between people if they like it or they don't. I love this game, it's my favorite one. It is the only one I've ever wanted to replay a whole bunch, so now we combine this, and now you have the Eagle 6.0, and you have no reason to use this ever again. This is better in every single way. It shoots faster, it reloads faster, and it has a chance to crit and just insta-kill and pop something's head off, so we'll check it. STI Eagle 6.0, a custom-made gun for competitions. It uses 9mm parabellum rounds. Something to note about the Eagle 6.0, however, is that you can't use enhanced ammo with it. Eventually, when you craft handgun ammo 8 times, I believe, with the reloading tool, it will give you an opportunity to make enhanced ammo, which, for example, each bullet will stun Nemesis in its tracks. The Eagle can't shoot that, it can only shoot the handgun bullets regular. But the firing speed and the reload speed offsets any issue you could possibly have with that. You'll have no problems or gripes with that, I assure you. We have 2 mixed herbs and 2 first aid sprays. I'm gonna have to take the mixed herb because we're at caution. I'm not gonna roll around on caution. And we'll save up and we'll wrap this one up. So thank you for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment on your way out. And I will see you soon with more Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Take care everybody, have a great day. Peace.